alongside raising notable musical acts and directing great musical shows. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Victor Edet, globally known as Uncle V!
Thank you. Are we good? So you want to start by defining music, say from my own understanding. Anything you say is correct. I can't challenge your understanding. So please, anybody who wants to say something, I would like us, sopranos, can I have somebody here define music for me? Please feel very free. As you raise your hand, the microphone will come to you. Or I would do my pick from here. What's music? I want us to relax. Everybody, just relax. Let's do sopranos first. Okay, there's a hand there in alto. Please, who's with the microphone? Who doesn't have a jotter, please? It's passing. Okay, they are coming to you. Somebody wants to define music that way. Who's with the microphone? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Nice. Nice.
Music is a combination of vocals or sounds or let's say instrumentations to form something sweet or to form harmony.
Beautiful. I like the way she said something sweet because it really has to be sweet. Please, let's celebrate her. Everybody. When it's time to celebrate people, please celebrate them so that it does not happen the other way around when it's your turn. Thank you very much. Sopranos, please, music. To my own understanding is our intro. Yeah, anybody? Oh, lovely. Please, let's celebrate her. All right, tenors.
Music is an organized sound that is produced either from the vocal cord or musical instrument and is pleasing to the ears.
Say it again.
Music is an organized sound that is produced from the vocal cord or from any musical instrument and is pleasing to the ears.
All right. I like the pleasing to the ears, produced from vocal cords or any other instrument. Awesome. Please, let's celebrate him. Okay, one of the things we said was that every definition is correct. True or false? Okay, so to have music, there has to be sound. There's no music without sound. So we must establish that sound has to be. After that, just one sound, like, is not music. So we have to have the combination of several sounds. So first we have sound. Second, we have combination of those sounds. The third is the one that ties it together. That's pleasing, that's appealing or agreeable to the ear. That's pleasing, that's appealing, or that's agreeable to the ear. We'll be doing plenty of writing. So if you have a jot, if you don't have a jot, I'll let them bring one to you. All right. So music is the combination of sounds that's pleasing, that's appealing, that's agreeable to the ear. Somebody said, this person's music, this person's song is really nice. And then you get to listen to the song and you're wondering what is nice about this. So pleasing can vary. What is pleasing to the person by you may not be pleasing to you. But agreeable means that it would have met with the requirements for it to be music, whether you like it or not. True or false? Are we good? You know how a particular meal is prepared. You don't like it, but it matches, it meets up to the standard. So agreeable to the ear. Are we good? Are we fine? All right, so we're going to be looking at fundamentals of music, basic fundamentals of music. Before that, can we talk about the importance of music? Let's even know why we need to look at this thing in depth. Importance of music. First and foremost, music is inspiring. Music is inspiring. What does it mean? Supply of inspiration for something, spur or encouragement. Music is inspiring. You just want to be able to, write an article. There's music playing under, so it's just flowing. You want to be able to propose to somebody, there's music in the background, and then your speech is like, wow. And somebody who was planning to say no just says yes. Because there was music in the background. It just helped everything. Are we good? Music is, motivating. Importance of music is what we're looking at. Music is motivating. What does it mean to motivate? To prompt, to make or move or incite. Somebody, has been thinking about an idea and doesn't know how to start. Music just comes and tells him, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, and all of that. Are we good? Are we good? Music is soothing. Music is soothing. What does it mean? Affording physical relief. Or cause to feel better. Somebody may have been low. There's music playing, the person just gets to feel better. So music is soothing. Music is therapeutic. Many people will identify with this. Tending to cure or restore to health. Remedy for something, healing. Many times, you know how depressed you can be. Just let music play. And few hours, seconds, minutes after that, you're better. So music is therapeutic. Music enhances creativity. I know people who are into some other forms of art, as music is just, ideas are just coming and then you're just flowing to increase and make better and more attractive. To heighten in, that's creativity. Music stimulates the brain to cause to do or act in a specific way. Music stimulates the brain. Stirs up feelings or emotions. One other importance of music is that music brings communities together. There are many people who are seated in this hall who would have no business sitting together this morning. True or false? Different doctrines, different denominations, different backgrounds, different orientation, different states, different cultures. Today, a Hausa guy can sit beside a Yoruba guy, an Igbo guy can sit beside an Efik guy, and you guys are singing, not in your language. So music brings communities together. Are we good? Uses of music. Uses of music. First is worship. Worship. To adore a superior being, a deity, So music, worship. Second one is mood creating. Uses of music. You want to be able to create a certain, I would always say that you set the tone wherever you go when you sing. There's a way to play, depending on the environment you are or what mood you want to be able to create. There was a time, I think it was Diamond Bank, one time in Lagos, I had a grand piano in the banking hall. And then one guy, Steve, he should be abroad now, out of the country now. He would play, and then while people are, money is exchanging hands, somebody's playing the piano. There's a possibility that you may not have wanted to deposit what you brought, but music is playing and you're just liking it. And then you're saying, no, change it to this, So that mood creating, is key. Are we good? Are we good? Entertainment. There's parties, there's family meeting, there's a promotion in the office and somebody wants to hire a canopy or a tent. There has to be music playing. You want to be able to dance in and dance out on your wedding day. Music is key. Communication, message passing. I was thinking about this and something came to mind. You want to be able to talk to somebody who have been saying a particular thing to for a long time and is not listening. Try singing it. I love you sounds different when you're singing it. Can we try something? Just look at the person by you and just sing I love you to the person. Let's hear. Don't be shy. You already? Try now. Some people are not doing it. Guys, sing. Don't say they I love you. Just sing it. What can you on? Please. E flat, E flat, E flat. How did that sound? I'm looking at the wife who's dressed for work and she wants to leave the office, and her husband just wants to let her know how good she's looking, and he decides to sing. He better knows how to sing, so she'll believe him. True or false? Are we good? There's a. I think I can say this. My Oga get big head. 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 Ibigo, Ilajo. My Oga get big head. Ilajo, extra lajo. My Oga get big head. Do you know the boss is sitting there nodding to the song? He's liking it. The Oga is in that place. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, we would not be saying this boy. But it's a message the guy would have been trying to pass since. My Oga get big head. I just taught you a song now. My Oga get big head. My Oga get big head. My Oga. Your response is my Oga get big head. Ibigo, Ilajo. Don't worry, your boss is not here. Ilajo, extra lajo. Somebody said her boss is here. Are we good? So music, message passing. Are we good? There are times when people used to talk to the government, they won't listen. And then somebody now decides to release a song, the government will send them to shut down. That means they heard the song. Do you understand what I'm saying? And music travels into offices and places where you may not have, may not be able to go into. Somebody just say, Oga, I'm thinking that this boy is talking about you in this song. And names not mentioned, right? But you have sent the message to the government. They're actually government people that listen for this kind of stuff and use it to improve governance. That's the truth. You want to be able to listen to the people. There may not be a forum or a fora that, this can happen, but just sing, release the song. It will get into that office that you will not be allowed to get into. There are people who are in this town whose songs have reached where they have not gotten to yet. Are we together? Are we together? All right, so communication, message passing. Basic elements of contemporary music. The first is rhythm. What's rhythm? Strong, regular, and repeated pattern of movement or sound. Strong, regular, and repeated pattern of movement or sound. A pattern of accents. Pattern of notes in relating to time. When you're talking about pulse, you're talking about beats. You're talking about counts. So that's rhythm. Of course, there are rhythmic instruments. Drums, piano, and other percussive instruments. Things that you play. They set the foundation and everything is built on. Are we good? So the next is melody. What's melody? The arrangement of musical notes in succession, or a linear succession of musical notes. What you would refer to as a tune. That's melody. So you have musical notes. Songs are we good? Songs, when you hear that somebody has a tune, that tune is a combination of notes, but they are one after the other. When I say notes, I mean musical notes, okay? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So songs are written like that. That's the melody of the song. That's the tune of the song. What you would hum at night and then record with your phone. The one you don't want to forget. Are we good? All right, so after melody, what we have is, okay, there are melodic instruments, the saxophone, the flutes. These are melodic instruments. I'm just mentioning this too. The next is harmony. We're talking about basic elements of contemporary music. And please, let me say this. We have the classical music, so they don't come after me. This is contemporary music, and we're strict on this. Basic elements of contemporary music can never be basic elements of the classical music. Are we together? I'd like for us to establish that. When you're doing a particular meal, basic elements of that meal is definitely different from that of another meal. But they might have things that are, related to or related to both. There's stuff here that's here, there's stuff here that's here. But what makes this is not what makes this. Are we good? So harmonies, this is a combination of sounds, voices, musical instruments. Two or more notes played or sung together. The difference between this and the melody is that melody is one after the other. If you're having do, mi, so, you have do, mi, so, do. And then for the harmonies, okay, let's even do this. Please, you do do for me. Tenors, you do do for me. Altos, you do mi for me. And then sopranos, you do so. Are we good? Do, mi, so, go. All right, no, stop. Sorry, ensure your do is just do. There's no n added to the do. So it's just do. Are we good? So let's go, tenors, go. All right, stop. Mi, yes. Okay, different octave, but it's fine. So, this octave, go. So, nice, because of the key. Okay, so 1, 2, go. Stop. We did it one after the other, but let's all do it together now. What we just achieved now is having the melody for what we're doing. That's the simple explanation. So everybody want to go. All right, stop. So what we just had now is harmony, same notes, melody sung differently, harmony sung together. Are we good? Are we good? All right, so that's the major difference between harmony and harmonic instruments, the piano, the guitars, there are many of them. The last basic element of contemporary music is going to be form. Form is basically how they all come together. The rhythm, the melody, and the harmony, how they come together. And this is how we achieve genres of music. I know we know what genres of music are. Well, good. Can we mention them from the crowd? Hip hop. It's hip hop, right? Not hip hop. Somebody says reggae, right? Jazz. I hope you know jazz means jargons, nonsense. That's what jazz is. So sense was made out of nonsense. The origin of jazz is nonsense. The sense was made out of nonsense. We had to develop a theory from nonsense, meaning that there's no nonsense on earth. So theory was developed from nonsense. Jazz, yes. Sopranos? R&B, yeah. R&B means rhythm and blues, okay. High life. Say again. Soul, wow. Okay, country. Please don't mention state. Yes. There are many of them. Electric. All right. Let me say this. Let me pause and say this. Usually when I get to this part, I would ask this question. What genre of music was in the Garden of Eden? Somebody said blues, okay? What genre of music was in the Garden of Eden? Soul. Wow. Okay. I'm sure that's because there was so much. Okay. Yes. What other genre? Soul. Okay. 2 people said soul in the Garden of Eden. They are going to tell us where they read. Creation music. Oh wow. I've not heard that before. Yes. Spanos, you've not said anything. What genre of music was in the Garden of Eden? God's kind of music. Okay, let me say this. It's not recorded anywhere that there was a genre of music in the Garden of Eden. I'm going somewhere with this. So, meaning that every genre of music we hear today or we have today was created by man. You know, you carry so much inside you, and then as at 10 years ago, what we have today wasn't in existence. So how does it start? Just start a particular thing as it's doing you and stay there. People don't understand it. You're criticized, just stay there. You know, when music plays long enough, you get people start tapping and nodding to it. They don't like it. It can be said that this is for this generation, but you find that the older folks now get to buy into it. They like it and all of that. Are we good? So start it. There was Afro. It wasn't anywhere. Now you need to learn to play. So it comes, it finds its way inside. It's accepted. It's, relatable. And then they now begin to develop the theory behind it so you can play it properly. There's the hip hop. There's the Niger hip hop. There's dancehall. It wasn't there before. The guys outside of Nigeria need to learn to play the hip hop the Niger way. So there is the Niger hip hop. Are we together? Are we good? Yeah, so that's form. Please, let's be able to know. I find that your music director is talking to you and he's making mention of some things and you're like, okay, what's he saying? You know, so let's be able to know some of the things that we use, definition of terms that are widely used, and then so that when you hear them, you know, okay, this is what this means. First is key. A system of functional related chords. A system of functionally related chords deriving from the major and minor scale. A system of functionally related chords deriving from the major or minor scale with a central note called the tonic or key note. That's key. Of course, you know that's where everything is built from. Establish your key first. That's what regulates the music. That's what regulates your singing. You know, this is not trying to be yourself. You know, there's a key that has been given to you and you say you have your own key. That's his key. This is my key. So the moment the key is related, everybody meets there. Are we good? Are we good? All right. The next we have is pitch. It is the quality of sound identified as being relatively high or low. Simply put, it is how high or how low. Please look up. Everybody listen. Many people have had to, kill themselves over this. This is good. Pitch is whether high or how low. How high, how low. Please listen, everybody. I've had to counsel people along these lines. Somebody is depressed because some other person has higher pitch than she does. And then it's a way to get to people early if the pitch is high. But there are high-pitched singers that can't sing. Are we together? So I would always advise, be good. The problem is not that you're not high-pitched or low-pitched. Be good with the one that you came with. Can we improve or increase our pitch? Yes. And then when we're saying how high or how low, somebody's pitch is this. This is the highest, this is the lowest. Another person's pitch is this is the lowest and this is the highest, meaning that the person cracks out lower than this. Are we together? Another person's pitch is this, meaning that this person is so high and can be as low as possible and still be audible and distinct on their notes. There are people that immediately you go above or below a particular, you can't feel them, you can't hear them. It sounds like they are flat. Their notes are not firm, no longer firm. Yes. The exercises you do that, tones you up, tightens you up, both when you're high and then when you're low. So the challenge is not that, God did not do well with me. How can he make me be a low-pitched singer? By the way, there's nothing like that. You can take this way, but ensure that as you're doing this is also firming up. Are we together? Are we good? Now, I'm not asking you to go home and say, then what have I been disturbing myself over? No. You can take this higher too. Are we good? So the exercises, we'll get into them as we progress. That's pitch. Range. All right, what's range? This is the distance from the lowest to the highest pitch. This is the distance from the lowest to the highest pitch. All right, let's look up. When we said how high or how low, so this is the highest pitch for the person, this is the lowest pitch. The distance between this point and this point is the person's range. Are we good? Are we good? This is the person's range. So you're asked, what's your vocal range? You just give you just smile. It's the Lord that knows. You should be able to know. Okay, but I'll give us something that will make it easy for us. We have vocal ranges classified as voice types. So I'm asking you what's your range. You would look at me and say, I'm a soprano. So let me just give us a few, I think 5 or 6 of them. They are expandable, but let me just give you 5. A soprano, that's a voice type. So you're a soprano. The next lower than that, I'm talking from high down now. You're a soprano, you're a mezzo soprano. The soprano, under the soprano, we have mezzo soprano. Under the mezzo soprano, we have the alto. Under the alto, we have the contralto. Contralto. We have the tenor. Yeah, you can write. We have the mezzo tenor. We have the baritone, and then we have the bass or bass, depending on where you're from. You have the bass or the bass, depending on where you're from or where you're speaking from. So we have first what? The soprano, right? Let's say it together. 1, soprano. Under the soprano, we have mezzo soprano. Under that, we have the alto. Under that, we have contralto. Under that, we have tenor. Under that, we have mezzo tenor. Under that, we have baritone. And then we have what? Depending on. All right. That's good. So this way you would know where you fall. So somebody says, what's your range? Just look at the person and smile and say, I'm a soprano. And you better be a soprano. Because there are many altos parading as sopranos. Are we good? Are we good? And then in some choirs, there are many mezzo sopranos. To be able to hit pitches and then somebody's like, what? So that's it. And then, of course, there are tenors that are alto singers. And then there are some ladies that are tenor singers. Nobody's fault. That's how you came. Are we good? All right. So that's your range. So when next you're asked, just tell the person, okay, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this and that. But strive to always get better than where you are. If you're a tenor singer, at least you can function. Because, of course, we do reverse harmonies, right? In our choirs, wherever we are. You know what reverse harmonies are? Switch of parts. What some people say swap. Some people say switch. When you do that, that means you're going higher And then if you do that again, you're going higher. If you do that again, you're going back to the note you were singing before, but the other octave. So you should train yourself to be high. Are we good? We're good, right? Okay, so the next we have is tempo. I'm listing this so we understand who's responsible for each of this. You need your key change, please. You don't have any business being around the drummer. Are we together? You want the key change, you're just doing the drummer like this. Next key. And he's just smiling and looking at you. Or you want, we're talking about tempo right now, the speed of the music, and then you're by the keyboardist. That's not his place. He doesn't have any business with the speed of the music. So tempo is the speed of the music. The next one is the tone. A musical sound with reference to its pitch, quality, and strength. So somebody says, I like your tone, quality of your voice, the strength of your voice. I like the way you sound. Good tone, great tone. And please, I want to encourage us to start using this. Don't say, I hear people use terminologies that are not music related. If it's music, please use music terms. And then teach your people to know what you mean when you say this. Are we good? Are we together? Please start using this going forward. Texture. The quality of sound in a piece of music. This is how the tempo, the melodic, and the harmonic materials are combined in a song or composition. That's texture, quality of sound. Timbre, timbre, depending on where you're from or where you're speaking from. This is the sound quality of musical notes. This is what makes a note sound different from another, even if they have the same pitch. Some people use this for color. I like the color. Are we good? We good? Octave. So you're on a particular, and then you just keep progressing. You eventually get to the next octave. This is the distance between two musical notes with the same letter. If it's C, it's C. It's E, it's E. But distance between them, 8 notes between. So we have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. From do to do, that's 1 octave. There are 8 notes from 1 octave to the other. Are we okay? Dynamics. Variation in loudness between notes or phrases. So if we're asking you to, volume level as you sing, dynamics, soft. Dynamics, soft. Somebody said soft. How come everybody's not saying soft? Who has not heard about soft in this town? There has to be an attitude to the soft. Okay, those who don't understand will in a short while. Yes. All right. Please, everybody, are we good? Let's do something very quickly. I would like us to stand. Let's warm up a bit. Are we good? F. All right. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Go. Okay, I'd advise that everybody, we just learned about octaves. So everybody's going to be on the same octave. Do, go. Do. Yeah. Ladies, very quickly, I don't want the other one. This is the octave we're going to be on. So, do, everybody, do. All right, this is the exercise. We'll just do semitone modulations. So we just move like that. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. All he does is just inform us of the next key. Then we just go. Let's see how high we can go. And please, I encourage everybody to get to the end of this. In life, generally, don't start anything you can't finish. What good, Abby? So, 1, 2, go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Next key. Go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Nice. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. It's getting better. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Nice. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Yes, yes. I like what I'm hearing. Awesome. Awesome. You can do it. Yeah. You can. Nice. Go. I like it. Go ahead. Nice. We can do it. 5 more. 5 more. Continue. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. 1 more. The last one. The last one. The very last one. The very last one. Oh, wow. Please put your hands together for yourselves. Take your seats.